Hello, I'm Pulsartium, and we're playing The Last Caretaker. Mac! Hello. Hello. It's good to see you. Okay, graphics are fixed. Where are we at? What are we doing? Right, this place. I've got a roly boy to destroy. Let's hop on over this way so I can actually attack it from a reasonable direction. So that's it, Mac. No more Cult of the Lamb. It's over. We defeated it. That's why the electric bullets are so good. Grab you. I wish there was an easier way to switch between certain things. You know what? I'm not sure if I've been through the inside. I don't think I've been through this place at all. Or I have been through here and they've added stuff since then. Maybe that's what it is. Because this looks pretty clean, and that robot looked like it was floating on a nothing chair. And leaving behind the sleeping bags is something I used to do. And then one day I was like, oh, I don't have enough fabric. I actually have to use fabric for stuff? What? What? That did not open. Drag the deep light thing. Deep light? Abyss glow. That is the only deep light that I know of. So, I'm going to assume that we're talking about something else. I think that's that. Leave it open to mark that I've explored it. Right, I've grabbed this stuff already. I assume there's probably something below in the water, but I haven't seen it. I don't know the deep light. If it's not the flares that work really deep underwater really well, then I'm not sure what the deep light is. I'm unfortunately. No, let me loot. There we go. Why can I not loot? There we go. Can I not loot you for some reason? Why? Why for not loot you? Yes. We, beat the last boss. Now, when I say that, it does mean something a teensy bit different than what is usually meant. I would say that Yinga is the final boss of the entire game, including the DLC. But when I say in this context that I've beat the last boss of the game, I mean that of my playthrough specifically, because we already beat Yinga, but we still had to go through and take care of every bishop one more time. There's still a few more quests to do, like I finally got the chosen child born, and they were doing strange things. Um, they asked to go to Midas's place, and I noticed it that their form was available to select. It was just locked for follower forms. So I suspect that somewhere along the lines of doing that quest, we could start choosing the chosen child follower form for just regular followers. That would have been cool. It looks like very easy. I am confused. What are we talking about? What is what do we what looks like what? I think I'm gonna just I could repair these, but I don't have anything to connect them to, which is what I'd prefer to do. So if I can't connect them to anything, then I think I'm just gonna rip them apart instead of fix them. Oh, okay. So in the main game, there's 5 bosses. Hello. A secret. In the main game, there's 5 bosses. There's each bishop, and then once that's done, then you fight He Who Waits. Because he's like it's sort of he's gonna backstab you, but it's more kind of like now you get to fulfill your purpose, which does involve you dying. So we say no to that and then fight him. And then the DLC has 2 big bosses. There's Yinga, who's the boss of the inside of the mountain, and then there's the fox, I believe, who is the boss of the exterior of the mountain. And 5, 6, 7 bosses total. We went through the bishops the first time. We defeated Narinder, the final boss of the main game. Then we beat the fox, which is the guy with the double arms. And then we beat Yinga, which is a whole different, like, giant heart boss fight. The guy with the double arms, yeah, both times that I fought him, because I accidentally fought him a second time, because I didn't know that you could. Anyway, the second time that I fought him, wait. I think, no, the very first time he kicked me in the face, but then I came back a little bit more prepared, and I handled him. I believe that's how that went. And then Yinga, I came in very prepared, and so she wasn't really too much of an issue. So I want to say that you're right, but the first time I fought him, I do believe, if I remember correctly, that I did have a bit of trouble. I got pretty far in that fight, but he did get me. So ease of the fight really does depend on how prepared you come in. And so I would say that my first time around was harder than the second time around, if that makes sense. So I guess I'm saying it's a little nuanced that yes, the wolf boss with the 2 arms, he can be an easy boss. All you have to do is do some basic stuff to go in a bit prepared, like bring in your demons, and eat a meal to help give you an extra heart. And what meal you pick is very relevant. I prefer to grab the chili meal because then it gives me a fire heart, which has more effect than, say, a temporary or a regular heart. We're just gonna scrap this place. Just gonna scrap it up. Now, before I forget, I do want to clear out this little hidey hole. I do remember that we're going to refuel Outpost Gamma because there it... Hello. Oh! I love neon mode. Welcome in, Adam. Hello, hello. Open. I want you... Why do you not open? That is... so strange. Whatever. Hi, hello. Welcome in. It's good to see you. So yes, on Monday, I will start playing Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, which it's been a very long time since I've played it, but of all of the Command & Conquer games I've played, I still think that it's one of the best ones. There is some human stuff here, which I greatly appreciate, but it kind of feels like there's not enough. You'll look for your game. No, don't. Fall back off. What are you doing? Okay. I think that's like, what, 95 to 100% done? The whole place is clear? Maybe? I'd still need to go check up here. Oh dear, there's a bit down here. Okay, so not 100%. There's clearly a bunch of stuff. Aha. Ha ha ha. How am I supposed to grab all that? No, really, it's unclear how I'm supposed to be able to grab that. I'll have to try again when I'm not over-encumbered. You know what? That'd be great right now. That'd be great right now to not have that issue. Come on. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. We're almost there. We're so close. Just need to get to the shredder. So yes, I'm very excited. For, Command & Conquer. I've forgotten the controls already, apparently. Things I do not need. Okay. Good. You know what? Since we're already working on this, basically, might as well. The nice thing is about that buoy, if I remember right, it always comes with, like, it's never scrap. It's all materials. Human stuff. Human stuff. No? Okay. Drop you. You? A meditation? We got a meditation! I've been looking for that forever. Unfortunately. It's only just the one. We need more, and I doubt we're gonna get it. I'm just being truthful. I doubt we're gonna get it. Getting the right human stuff is just a pain. I'm half tempted to make some miscellaneous humans just so that we can get human stuff returned back. Because that's the only reliable way to get new human stuff. Is to launch humans off into space. Which means that if I want more resources before trying to make proper humans, say with meditation that I don't have, then I probably will have to make a bunch of random humans, and just send them off so that it drops down the pod that gives me a bunch of resources, which include human stuff. And the human stuff is random, so I might have to do this a few times before I can get the stuff that I need to make the dudes that I need to send back up. Now, I could probably mitigate that a little bit by looking ahead on the recipes and seeing what I need. You're not the paint. You're the paint. Good. I'm going to put all the money in here. Secreted away. Yeah. Grenades gotta... Oh, Tommy. Yeah, so I could make a bunch of extraneous dudes send up to get human stuff back. Because I've already explored a bunch of places, like the couple places that I've neglected. And as I understand it, there is a bunch of... Come on. Here, maybe I can make this easier for myself. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get these. I don't know how to do that. They don't seem to be in my vacuum range. I appear to be on low power. Let's address that. You get some ultimate human stuff to make good humans. Well, the recipes that I have must have been made before that, or don't include it or something, because I don't know anything about that, which, since I'm not to Ultimate Human... Unless by Ultimate Human you're referring to the gold standard, in which case I have some disappointing news for you. I decided not to do the eugenics in this playthrough. No eugenics for us. Oh, I was gonna put the money. Money. No, you saw that? Okay. I feel like mechanically it's a bad idea, but games don't always... The games often do a terrible job of handling ethics. They often do a very terrible job. So, what's the point of your game here? You're going to just mow down a lot of enemies. Oh, so like robots or something. No. They're humans. Oh, so like we're at war. Part of the game, yes, is war. And you're killing enemy people from the other country, yes. Well, who else? Oh, civilians, definitely. Like, we won't admit it, but, you know, the kind of stuff we hand you to kill your enemies with definitely would harm a lot of civilians. And then we actually will acknowledge it at one point and act like it's a tragedy, but yeah, we will have you intentionally killing people a lot. So what do we get arrested or something? No, you're hailed as heroes because you defeated the enemy. I don't know that I like where this is going. Yeah, most games don't. It's just here's generic NPC bad guy number 2 for you to wipe out. The red books. I have red books. I've used a red book. Probably shouldn't have used the red book, but I was excited. So I used a red book, and I've gotten a few more red books since then. Okay, that's that. That's full. Loot. Okay, that's a no, which makes sense in this context. Yeah, most games are just very casual about any kind of monstrous stuff that you do. There's no morality or anything. The game doesn't acknowledge it. You just mow down a lot of people without consequences. Oh, they're on the bad guys team. They're evil. And we're just going to make them so two-dimensional that we don't actually have to justify this, so that it can just be a fun game where you have gun go pew-pew. And then, because of that, you have some other games. I don't remember one off the top of my head, but I know that they exist. Where they force you to actually... Like, they play with that. They force you to... They can force you to confront how you play as a... There is a lot of biomass and stuff just floating in the ocean. They force you to confront how you play as, like, you know, what it means to be a player and certain player things like that. I don't know how successful it is, because I do vaguely recall that some of them were not well received, necessarily. Like, That they did the dumb thing of, yes, of course I did that game. You're the one that forced me to do it. I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember. It's just, it's such a niche genre of video gaming where they get meta with the mechanics. I knew it. There's a little bit left over. And this... You found all your Command and Conquer games. Nice. Do. I believe that's everything. Oh, we've been gifted more. Good? Good. Oh, right. I keep forgetting to charge myself. I've never beat Red Alert 1. I've tried a couple times, but there's a difficulty spike, like, towards the end. If I remember right, there's a couple missions of Red Alert 1 where it's just like, what? You expect me to what? And that's the first time I ever got into modding. And I don't mean I downloaded a mod and turned it on and it did a cool thing. I mean, maybe that was the second time. No, I mean, I went in to the files and started making changes. So for Red Alert 1, I made an adjustment where... Mighty Stoosh, hello. Oh yes, I've beat Red Alert 3. Welcome in, Mighty. Welcome back. So Red Alert 1, I made... How it goes. We have yesterday we have beaten Cult of the Lamb, so we're going to be switching to Red Alert 2 next Monday, and then in this game, it could go a little bit better. We are out of a particular material that's extremely rare, and I don't know how to replace it. We need more meditation human items, but it seems unlikely. We're gonna have to replace it with a different item, and I don't know if that's gonna give us the human we want, because it really feels like it's not. Really feels like it's just not going to give us the... So, we're going here to refuel Outpost Gamma because it's supposed to have stuff hidden underneath that I missed. I'm hoping that it'll be the stuff I'm missing. I've beaten Red Alert 2. I've beaten Red Alert 3. I've beaten Red Alert 3 twice, at least, I think. The first time I played it, and then I came back years later and played it again. I beat Command and Conquer 1. And then I beat... Oh, I should have stayed up there. Oh, no, I need to be down here. I beat Command and Conquer 1. No, not an ad. I will just continue to repair. It'll take a couple of minutes to reach our destination anyway. What do you mean, copper? Am I literally really that... I'm just that far enough away. That's silly. What have you damaged anyway? I need fabric. I've got fabric. No, not fabric. Your fabric. I forgot that I moved you over here. Rough course a little bit, it'll be okay. How are all of you doing? Oh, hello. Anything else that needs repaired? You need repair. You do. Copper. I've got copper. I've got iron. How do I have iron? There must be a chunk of iron around that fell from this machine that I haven't collected and that was just nearby available to use. Strange. 20 seconds remaining. The irony. Command & Conquer 3. I forget what it's called. It's like the Decades Pack or whatever. But it has all of it. All the mainline Command & Conquer games. So, no, it doesn't include the mobile games, but I wouldn't want to play those anyway. So yes, it includes Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars. I tried playing that, but it's their first go at a 3D graphics-based game, and the camera was not to my liking, so I did not get very far at all. I'm not sure I even beat the first mission. I may have beat it and then just stopped there. So, I don't know hardly anything about the third one. I know that the fourth Tiberium game is the one that the entire community has a meme where they pretend like it doesn't exist because that's how bad it was. And that convinced EA to just not make any more mainline Command & Conquer games. Red Alert 2 is, I would say, probably the best. I've never played 4 either. Red Alert 2 is probably the best Command & Conquer game. However, my personal favorite is Red Alert 3. Red Alert 3 has a bunch of modern game advancements. And it just does a bunch of stuff that I thought was really fun. Like, its units they are inferior to Red Alert 2. In a bunch of ways. They're good units, I enjoy them very much, but Red Alert 2, I don't know, they just really threaded the needle on that one. Command & Conquer Tiberium Sun, I've tried to beat that a few times as well, and it just... It has a few difficulty spikes as well. There's one particular mission that I keep getting stuck at. I do not remember what it is. I can picture the map vaguely in my mind, but basically it's a situation where I cannot tell where I'm supposed to dock here. think it's supposed to be on this left side. Maybe I can do it on both? I don't know. But yeah, Tiberium, Command and Conquer 2, Tiberium Sun, was... I had fun with it, but it's... That one mission just kept kicking me in the face. Ta-da! Okay. Hey! I remember this place. I remember this place. This was pretty early on in the game when I showed up here. Yeah, I didn't scrap everything. I wouldn't be surprised if it being so early in the game is the reason why I didn't find the secrets. Because that may very well have been before I realized or understood how the secrets worked. Just poking around. I don't think there's anything left in there. I vaguely remember having looked, like, double-checked it the first time I was here. Everything must go. Now that I have the Rhino here, yeah, it feels a lot more like that, because I can just do that. You know, scrapping multiple things at the same time at a very quick, relatively quick pace really helps. Oh dear. Okay, what can I scrap? That's just the one annoying downside of the Rhino, is that bug where it just keeps making the noise. Yeah, so I really do want to beat Red Alert 2. Not Red Alert 2. Command and Conquer Tiberium Sun. I do want to beat that. I've never done it before. I would like to. There is a lot here I ignored. Oh, well, see you soon, Adam. Ooh. How did I miss this? Man, there's a ton of garbage still around here. I really did get tired of scrapping. Yeah, I believe that by the time I got here, it was pretty early on in the game, and I was figuring other stuff out, and all I had was this little scrapper tool, and it was a very low level, so it took a while for it to do anything, and so the idea of scrapping all of this was unappealing and unnecessary, but I built this to help facilitate all the stuff I was scrapping, so I could just pick it up and throw it in and just be done with it. Have I checked up here ever? I don't even know if I knew about the ladder here. I apparently have not. That's not the ladder I need now, however. Have I been up there? Grab. Come on, grab. Thank you. Hello. Bunch of stuff I didn't loot. I'm over encumbered. Hello. I believe that's it. I do not think that there's really anything else left. There might literally be nothing left to scrap. I want to see what Pico Security has to say. Yeah, it says that it has, like, no cameras. Scrap all this. And that, for sure. Athletics, second reality. Really hoping it can scrap the bullets, because I do not want them. I would rather... Oh, there is... I could scrap this, and I think there was some stuff down here, maybe? Anyway, I need to go grab a... Oh, there's that thing there. There's, like... There's still a little teeny bit I could scrap. I'm not gonna do it. I'm here for what's beneath, anyway. I'm so glad that I built this and left it here. This is very convenient. Still coming out. No, it didn't do the bullets. No. Okay, so I need to come onto the ship. I need to grab a Tommy. Need to put this all away. Looks like... we are running pretty full on copper again. Okay, need to get rid of you. Put this other stuff away, then we can And then grab the Tommy. Pew, 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 pew. Put you... Oh, I can't put you away. I could probably do that, and it'll let me scrap that. I wonder what happened if I put the bullets and stuff in the other recycler. Because it's going to give me bullets back, I know. It didn't? Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to put the other bullets in the other machine. See what happens. These bullets. Alright. What is taking... Oh, that's a lot of electric ammo. Sniper rod, sniper lux. Really probably should just make a whole second ammo crate, to be honest. Yeah, I can't put it there. I could put it there, and that fits with what I'm already doing, but I'm not sure I'm a fan of cluttering up the utility area here. That's fine, I'll do it. That's what I was thinking of. I have not tried it, but that was the plan. Excuse me. Go away, Mr. Nematode. Huh. That was very brief. There was no material, so I'm assuming it turned whatever it did to it. It turned it into, oil. So, good. Now you, I need to come down here. And you, I need to come up here, and then you, no, you. Was ist das? There we go. That's an interesting question, now that I think about it. Yeah. I'm not super fan of this being on its side, but being able to see the grenade symbol. I don't know, I think that might make up for it. Yeah. What about you? Can I place you against the wall? No? Alright, that's fine. You need to be bullets. And then we put bullets in you. Actually, I want these bullets in there. Ta-da! There, that's better, that's better. Let's save. I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have. I need to grab a Tommy. I need to grab a Tommy. Now, there's supposed to be secrets under here, right? Whoa, hello. Come on, come on. Collect it all. I know there's more out here. Really, for reals, I just cleared you guys out. Okay. Yeah, I picked up enough that it's actually impacting my movement. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So much. Okay. Save again. No, I'm just gonna go. I'ma just go. Now this looks interesting. Just need to find a way in. Ah, hello. I've never been here before. Garbage ammo and good ammo. Welcome back, Adam. Welcome back. Okay, neat, neat, neat. But that is not the Tommy room I was promised. Now, if there is no Tommy room, I will not be upset. We did get some good stuff by coming back here, and I'm sure if I went back to a majority of the locations that we could get good stuff, because a lot of them... Hello. Whoa. Okay. Huh. You know what I need for this? This guy. Authorization? What do you mean I don't... Okay, I do have authorization. This is neat. Whoa, there's a ton of stuff. What the heck? Whoa. Whoa, okay, this is the Tommy room, isn't it? Broken food processor. Whoa. Monday is Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. That is correct. What are you connected to? I'd love to turn on the lights here. This is really cool, but I do need these lights on. Come on, let me in. There we go. Oh. It's just another entrance. No, that's... Ugh, silly me. That's the entrance I came in. There's more stuff hidden underneath. Okay. They've clearly designed this for me to have to connect the power source here up to the lights so I can... Whoa, that's a lot of paint components. Oh man, look at that. They've used so many of these batteries already. Man, what great environmental storytelling. That's beautiful. They don't have corpses, but I imagine the garbage I just picked up is what's left of the remains of the people that lived here. Oh, you know what? I plugged it in and then didn't bother to turn it on. Which would be extremely helpful. Cool. That is the... Wow, that's a lot. 6 of each? Nice. Yeah, this place is rad. But I need Tommy for this. Big old Tommy head and then paintings of hands reaching up to him. Well, if that ain't creepy at all, I don't know what is. Someone stacked up this stuff here so they could watch television. Oh, bed frames stacked on top of each other. You know what'd be really useful here? The ability to drop recycler. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. 15% durability. They ran out of power. And even if they did have power, their machine that made their food broke. Yeah, the only thing they can't do is show the corpses. Hello. Crayons, I'm gonna need those. It does seem like we've gotten quite a few good human things. Okay, not quite a few, but some. We've got some good human things. I'm half tempted just to rip this thing down. I can't fix it. I don't have nearly the stuff. Is it even worth it in its condition? Nice how they just kind of dropped into place. Okay, so how do I do this then? Do I have to set the Tommy down? Oh, we're out of fuel. That's fair. This is where they got their water from, and it's damaged. That's where they got their food from, and they needed fresh water to do that. I don't see how they converted the water into the seawater into fresh water. But okay, no, it's fine. This is, yeah, that's just seawater. Yeah, that's salt water. So they had no way to convert the salt water into fresh water anyway. But I see what they're trying to say here. This is one of the first places where it's actually looked like people could have lived here. People could have actually lived here. Now what do I do? I shall drop my Tommy and see what happens. I didn't really expect anything to happen. I expected I'd have to put Tommy on a thing. What was supposed to happen? That I... have Tommy on me and then it just... Wait a second. Oh, this was it. The Tommy part already happened. It's already done. This was it. This is it. That's the lock. I bet I had to have the Tommy on me to be able to open this. But then I did, and so now we are in and we are able to do all the stuff. This is cool. I'm really loaded up on materials now. I don't want to scrap everything because this is empty. I could fill it, but like I said, I am not one to scrap all of it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. We've got good stuff. But I still don't have enough... Can I get through, please? It's because it's a mismatch of height. This has a lip down here that I can't step over because it's also got this top. There we go. Now, this one... Aha! Okay. We need to get into this room, but I don't know what... I don't know what unlocks this one. Do we know what unlocks this? Just looking through this grill, I'm not seeing really any clues. Being able to Mr. Freeman my way to destroying all these through the wall here is very nice, very handy. Why is there so many of you? Goodness. There's stuff in here that I would like. Stuff in here I would like to have. Are you just being built more and more? Like, what is happening? I don't see... If the other side was Tommy, then... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're just gonna use all these. They've actually got to use. I need to go dump off all this stuff. Mac, do you know what I need to get into that room? No. I have no intention of returning here. If we leave, we're gone. So, I'm inclined to look it up. I'm gonna put this human stuff away while that works. While that recycles. Yeah, I'm inclined to look it up. Right? Human stuff? Okay. Now drop off the paint. Try some bears. Okay. I will try the bears. What was I dropping off? The paint. You know, I don't know what I planned on putting in here. I think I may have just changed its colors to differentiate it, but my friend, I believe you're going to be paint as well. Actually, you know, we are going to do that. I'm going to put fabric up there, and then I'm going to put you right here. And I would like to change your color to the same purple as that one, that we may know that you are both paint. Ooh, ammunition I need to get rid of. Oh, hello. I sure did scrap a lot. Some bears or 2 Tommies. Understood. I salute. Oh, right. The small thing to do would be to regain my power. Well, this finishes off, and then I need to refuel with some petrol. You know what? I need to do something. I need to do something about that. We're gonna do a thing. We are going to do a thing to make this much more convenient for me. That's the thing. Now I can just do that. And I'm no longer having to jump and futz with it. Oh, it's gonna be a little bit. You're still dropping stuff? Because the thing I do not want to do is to trial and error that door by just just hauling all the human stuff I have over. I don't want to do that. That's a no-go. But if I can just try a few things, we're cool. That's fine. Fabric. Gonna toss those bullets into here, and whatever doesn't grind up here gets thrown into the other thing. Actually, I'm just gonna throw all of that in this. Capim! Hey! Hello, welcome in. It's good to see you. Drop in. It's like it all turned into oil. Good. Good, 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 good. How much oil do we have? Not even a liter. You know what would help with that? Now that we're accumulating a bunch of copper and gold again, is to throw in a bunch of copper and gold. Come on. There we go. We are currently, Capim, we are currently investigating some secrets beneath this place. I'm just messing around with handling resources while we're doing that. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. Now we save our progress. And grab the Tommies, the bears. I don't know. I'll just bring a bunch of stuff that are objects instead of just simply books. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Ow. Well, that's a little wild. Yeah, so, I have 3 teddy bears, 2 Tommies, a basketball, 3 compasses, 3 stopwatches, and none of them are doing the trick, so... I don't know. Based off of what I'm seeing in here, I either need a sweetheart, which I could build, or I need to bring a robot corpse. What would it take to build a sweetheart? What are you? No, that's the drone. Oh yeah, it's a type of grenade. Oh, I can just make it right now? I'm making it right now. Wait, I don't have stuff on me. Am I literally close enough to the ship that I can just pull from its inventory? Friendly sweetheart. Oh, I made 5 of them. Use the drone. But the drone can't go through the wall. Whoops. F. Ow. Unless there's another way in here. Which I doubt. That looks like the way. Just like on the other side. Collecting biomass. Nematodes, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, we are collecting quite a bit of biomass. Plastique, put the human things away. Maybe I could ask for a hint. Because if possible, I'd much rather the hint than the straight up answer. Let me go poke around. Where are we again? Refuel outpost Gamma. Okay, gimme a second. Give me a second. The last caretaker. Refuel. Ah! No spoilers. Hint how to unlock doors. How am I supposed to figure it out? To unlock the main hidden underwater door. Thank you for just answering the question when I told you not to. Bro. Good thing I already knew. Chat already told me of the Tommy plushie. I wanted that. Some games hint that this through the smile at dark lore logs, which repeatedly mention the green plushie, though figuring out you need to do so physically hollow the toy that requires connecting. Are you kidding? Okay. Apparently this place has something to do with the dark smile logs. I have neglected to read quite a few logs. Dark smile. I feel like I should have all the logs. Oh, smile in the dark. There's 10 of them. I wonder if they have to do with this place. Refuel outpost Gamma, yep. I should read it. I love lore. But it's just... I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I want to play the game. I want to be here playing the game. If I had found these logs here, like, okay, normally what happens in a game is that you'll be here and you'll be poking around and then you'll find like a log and it'll be an audio log that's voiced. Let's go read it. All right. But like you'll find a log and you'll click it and then, so while I'm going about doing more stuff, I get to just listen to this little audiobook. And there's 10 of these things, so I could have found 10 little audiobooks to enjoy while I'm wandering around scrapping stuff. That would have been great. No. They probably don't have the budget to get it all voiced, which is fair, so they'd make it all text, because at least there's something. Hang on, let me triple check this room here. So the logs, just having 10 logs just all at once is... It's a lot. It's why I've been neglecting all the logs, is because I don't want to literally just sit here and read. I'm here to play I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm spinning my wheels. Let's go read the logs. Can I read the logs from here? I don't like your color scheme. There, that's better. Alright, let's read the logs from the location itself. Where are you? Dark smile. It's part of the game. Yeah, you are correct. It is part of the game. Okay. Smile and up the dark. Refuel outpost gamma personal log. Escape 2078. Node 503 collapsed just before sunrise. Half the seabed pilings buckled under the new currents, and the whole jacket folded in on itself. 20 of us scrambled into a half-folded skiff at Dock 37. Half-flooded skiff at Dock 37. While the platform lights tilted and slipped under black water, Leanne Cho, our structural engineer, took charge. She said refuel outpost hello. Neon mode. Leanne Cho, our structural engineer, took charge. She said refuel outpost Gamma still had breathable air. It's the only beacon we could still hear, so we followed it. Before leaving, we painted arrows for anyone who might come after us. We left one at Sanctuary Dock 37, another at Navigation Beacon Delta, and the last at Helios Reserve Orion. Thank God for Lillian. We followed her voice through the dark. Refuel outpost Gamma was less than we hoped for. One intact chamber, one pump, one food processor that processed algae into edible paste. Walls that didn't leak most of the time. We sealed the hatch, cleared the debris, and made it our home. Lillian called it the safe place. Leanne? I keep calling it Lillian. Leanne. We had nowhere else to go. Sometimes I think about those arrows we left behind. Wonder if anyone ever followed them. Maybe they turned back after finding us here. We found Tommy the T-Rex wedged in wreckage drifting near the outpost. He was a giant animatronic head, half buried in flotsam and silt. Everyone knew Tommy from the old world. Mascot with a smile and people we're supposed to trust. We hauled him inside. Washed the salt from his face and bolted him high on the wall. I saw that. Leon, said he would... Leon? Said he would watch over us. I remember thinking that if this is what now passed for comfort, then our standards had truly fallen. The chamber feels smaller every month. Pump on one wall, food processor on the other, Tommy fixed above us all, smiling down. We rotate the same tasks every day. Filter, feed, and repair, then do it again. At night, Lillian reads aloud from Where's Tommy? And everyone listens like children. The grin above us never changes. That part feels comforting. It also feels cruel. Mara gave birth today. We named the boy Tommy. Felt inevitable by then. He laughed when he saw the big head on the wall. Lillian called him a living promise of the safe place. For a little while, the room felt different, cleaner somehow, as if one new life could push back the damp and rust for a few days. Life here runs by a simple rhythm. Scrape enough algae to keep from starving, patch leaks before they spread, keep the pump alive for another day. Lillian's talks have turned into sermons. He says, Tommy hums while we sleep. She says she can hear his voice inside the pump's vibrations. The boy sits beneath the head and hums back at it. Keep the machines running. That has to count as faith in something. The food processor sputters now. The pump wheezes. We need parts, but Lillian has forbidden anyone from touching Tommy's bolts. She says they balance the pressure. No one believes her at first, then time passes and fears builds up. Suddenly, disbelief becomes impolite. She spends hours staring up at him, whispering. The others nod along. I nod too. It's easier. Safer. The food processor failed tonight. Lillian had said Tommy would provide if we believed hard enough. Oh, jeez. Did they really turn, like, a theme park mascot into their god? I can honestly believe that if the apocalypse happened, that, you know, the world collapsed, that the people that were visiting Disneyland World, any of those, you know, if they just shelter in the park, stay inside the park. We'll be able to survive here. So they block off the park and survive whatever the apocalypse is in the park. But then, you know, Mickey saved us. Praise Mickey. I could see it happening. I could repair the machines. You know, I've been thinking about that. It's not a bad idea. The food processor failed tonight. Lynn said Tommy would provide if we believed hard enough. I tried rerouting power. It did nothing. She accused me of trying to defile Tommy. We screamed at each other until our argument echoed back from every wall in the chamber. Then she started crying. She said Tommy had called her home. She opened the outer hatch and stepped into the water. 2 others followed her. I sealed the hatch behind them. Only the child and I remain. He's 6 now. Thin, quiet, watchful. Every morning he still looks up at the head and says, "Good day, Tommy." The pump groans, but it holds. Teach him how to clear filters, how to listen for the rhythm that means the system is still alive. He told me today that Tommy's smile's getting wider. I said that means he's proud. That's creepy. The pump is dying. The air tastes like metal. The boy is asleep beside the food processor, breathing softly, unaware there may be nothing left worth waking to. The lantern trembles with the machinery, and every time the light shifts, Tommy's painted eyes seem alive again, watching, waiting, forgiving. I gave the boy the last of my food. When I lie down and close my eyes, he'll still have the head for company. Maybe the air will last a few more days. Maybe that's enough time for a miracle. Maybe not. If anyone finds this place, know that we were here. There was a boy named Tommy. For a little while, something still smiled at him in the dark. Yeah, that is ultra sad. This is one of my pet peeves of the game, though. This is one of my pet peeves. The way that they're handling the logs is... I don't like it. You pick up memories when you grab stuff. So you grab human stuff. I grab a Tommy and then I get a log. But it seems like the logs are entirely random. So... like, I could be somewhere completely like, somewhere elsewhere on the ocean, get a log for this place. And I have no idea. I just have to read the logs and hope that it tells me what I need to know to connect the dots. Fortunately, on this one, it does, but I never got around to reading it because there's so much to read. And I'd rather be in here playing the game. That's also part of the thing, is that if I was just playing this on my own, I wasn't streaming it, then I would just be reading through the logs. Like, I wouldn't hesitate. It would be fine. But here, I want to be out here doing stuff, getting stuff done. No, don't do an ad break. All right. I need to grab Tommy again. Why stack a men? I need to deal with the map. Come on. Yeah, I don't need you to be selected. I don't need you to be selected. I don't need you to be selected. What I need is Tommy. Okay, good. The door's still open. I see. Mr. Standing Light, you have fallen from grace. You will need to be placed back in your place. I mean, I could. I want to build the light. Okay, so I'm just gonna... do that. I'm gonna come back with some batteries and with stuff to make repairs. Actually, I wonder with what's here if I could just build a fabricator. No, don't mess with the fabricator. No, by fabricator I was trying to say recycler. But yeah, what I was saying was that the way that they've implemented even just the text logs, the way they've implemented it, I'm not a fan of. I want to get the text logs for this location at this location. Have me step off the ship and here is text log number 1. And then I read it. And then as I poke around, I find more text logs. There's 10 text logs. And I find them all here. If they're just randomly out in the world, then who knows if I'm going to get it by the time I get here? Who knows if I'm going to have read it? At least if I get the text logs for this location, at this location, I understand that they are relevant to this location, and they're definitely worth reading. So I understand what's going on here. And then, oh look, I'm here, it's giving me hints about Tommy. I don't see a single Tommy here. Something's up. I should poke around some more. Maybe there's a hidden Tommy. You know, that would have been great. No. Instead what happened was, oh, there's a lot of text logs, but I want the full understanding of what's going on here, so I'm just not going to read them until they stack up to 100. And now I've done that so much that it's a little overwhelming. Is it my bad for not going back and reading the text logs? Yes. There's still a ton of text logs I haven't read, and I should go back and read. That part's on me now. Okay. I should not put those away. I can put the biomass away because we don't need those. Plastic, iron. Perfect. So, like, I very much enjoy the game. I very much appreciate that they... Rubber, copper, fabric. That they even bothered to make the I would rather I would rather them have made text logs than nothing at all. I appreciate that they've gone to the lengths to do what they've done. Oh, I already have the iron I need. Okay, how are we doing now? Need rubber and aluminium. Rubber. Rubber. How about now? We good? No, more rubber? Okay. We are good. We can repair the things. Now, I need to grab power. Apparently there's like a switch or something in there we need to find. Ah. Perfect. We need to visit the tree garden thing. Yes, we need to go down now. Before we do that, we should save. Do you know how many locations have logs attached to them that I've just not read that I should have before? Because there's several times. This is like the third time where I talk to Google and Google's like, oh yeah, there's logs related to this location? Oh, I wish I would have known that earlier. I love story. I love lore. And I feel like that the way it's designed, that it's hiding the lore from me. You know, normally I'm happy to go to the lengths it will take to acquire the lore, even on stream. But the way it's set up here disincentivizes me from doing that. Maybe I'm just being a special peanut about it. And that they shouldn't, and that, you know, I'm the only one upset about it like this, maybe. But it just... it grinds my gears. There's supposed to be... how much of this do I... okay, there's supposed to be a hidden switch, and then all this stuff about Tommy. I'm smacking your god in the head. Nothing's happening. Okay. Secret switch, eh? Do I need to do a bunch of parkour? Hello, let me out. No, thank you. Can I get out now, please? Hello? Okay. Not how I wanted that to work. Okay. Aha! Look at that! I was right. I was right. I do need to go this way. Somehow. How much iron do I have on me? I have a little bit. How much iron does this cost? I got 2 wall steps. I got 2 wall steps. Oh? Oh. When I was over there, this hadn't rendered properly. Goodbye, false wall. Oh, no, what I saw over there was this. And there it is. The Sneakret. Can I get in, please? Thank you. When it was talking about, when I read that there was like a hidden thing, I don't know why, but up. Because I kept seeing how there was this empty space beyond all this stuff here for the ceiling, and that's just where my mind went, was that I needed to go up. I hadn't particularly seen anything notable down here. And then seeing this gap right here is what clued me off to come over here. And now, as I understand, if I hit the button... Does the water move the dinosaur? I don't think the water does nothing. I think the water here is just for storytelling purposes. Uh-oh. But we can mess with the water if you want to. Water pump. Well, I mean, I can turn you on, but you have nowhere to go. So that's all I can do, because I don't have a water cable. I can't build the thing it needs. I smacked that button a whole bunch of times, and as far as I can tell, it didn't do anything. Best I can hope for is that hitting it once is sufficient. Because look, it's got a green light on it. It's a red button. I toggle it. Well, it was turning green. There we go. Okay, that's green. There does seem to be a difference between presses. But the last one was green, so I'm going to assume that means that it's unlocked. And I'm going to take all this scrap home with me. I should probably dismantle the lights and take the food processor materials, because everyone's dead. I'm literally the last Yeah, person on Earth. I'll leave the rest of it, it's fine. I hate the door, how it's shaped, it's so hard to get through, you have to do it just right. Okay, another thing I like to do is try to follow these pillars down to see if there's a little room in them. Because sometimes they've done that. It's just that they'll hide stuff in there like that. One time use button like the maze. I sure hope so. That means that all the bajillion times that I've pressed it don't matter. And that it's open, and I don't have to worry. Okay, let's dump all this stuff off and save before I go in to the other side. Healing stuff. Do-do-do-do. Except for you. And you, which have homes already. And I think I need to make a yellow box, so it's not cluttering up the other boxes. And by making the box, it uses some of the materials and frees up space. Well, see, the button, it has a little green light next to it, and you'd think the little green light would be red. You press it, it turns green, indicating whatever it's triggered, whatever it's supposed to trigger, and then you can press it again, and the green light will turn red, indicating it's deactivated, as if to say, you press it, it unlocks the other door. You press it again, it locks it again, and it indicates this by the color of the little green light. The little green light does nothing. Turn you yellow. Nice bright yellow. Is there a symbol for artifact? Probably not. It's fine. No big deal. Just double check that I haven't dumped yellows into anything else. Okay, I need to put this stuff away. I need to put this stuff away. That's the fabric. That's gold. No, purple's paint. Silicon, rubber, rare, aluminum, glass, polyurethane, plastic. Really, guys? Really? Oh! I had some of that. Well, now I need to do this again. Okay, I need to drop Tommy and the cards off. Then I need to save. Then I need to save. And once I've saved, I can hop back down. And it should now be open. Hey! Why does that look like it there? Like it's an observation window. Why is this chain? That was strange. Time to clean up. Pick up all the garbage. The heck? Physics engine. Work. These are creepy chains. It's a lot of good stuff in here. Poor robots. Just left here damaged. I wonder how and why they were even here. Now, you may wonder, Pulsar, why are you making a garbage pile? For what purpose would this be useful? This guy's why. This is going to be a lot faster and potentially more fun to just do it all in one pile. How many things can we scrap simultaneously? Oh, come on. I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. I fixed it. Why is there a yellow hook on the wall? I do not know. I think it's just decoration. It goes along with the whole butcher freezer vibe of the room. Well, that's interesting. There's a clock. What time is that? Let me get a better look. Well, it's clearly dead, which doesn't surprise me. I believe that the hand pointing to the 11 is the second hand. If I am correct, then that means that it is, what? 7 o'clock within 7 minutes? Well, I understand what you mean, but no, I can't interact with it. I can't pull the hook down. Because I know what you're saying. You're talking about it's like this. Yellow handle, I can use. Yellow hook, cannot use. If there's something I'm supposed to hook up into there, that's way too obscure for me. I would need that to be explained to me more clearly. Was I supposed to try and hook one of the robots on it? It's too late now. It's too late now. Goodbye, room. Goodbye. And we are done here. Now, the question is there anywhere else with secrets like that that we can go to? I suppose what I should do is literally just spend the rest of stream reading logs to get clues. There's a robot hanging on it. Probably. You can go back in the VOD and double check. Need to drop off human things. In that room? Yes, it was very likely there was a robot on it. I don't remember. But I would believe that. I would believe that. Okay, we had a meditation. Single meditation. Gives us focus 5. It's the only thing that apparently gives just focus. Empathy. Interesting. Empathy 3. The whole room dealing with Tommy. And Tommy... I don't know if we're supposed to read into that. Because it didn't seem like they had empathy. It seemed like they had... They became religious zealots because they had a big Tommy on the wall. And they were in the apocalypse. These bullets need to go away. What are they doing here? Okay, no, but really. It's time to find a new secret. I need more human things. I need more meditations. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to go back to blow up a grenade. That's true. Though I don't think that would have worked here because the fake walls are so high up. What's the button? J. Here I'm pressing H because that clears stuff in other areas. Okay. Welcome back, Adam. Is there any other locations that I can go to? Like Refuel Outpost Gamma. Where it's got stuff underneath. There's apparently an achievement for the labyrinth where you find the secret room. I don't think I got that. Meaning, I don't think I found that secret room. No, don't do that. Collect 10 memories, reach player level 5, 200 player enhancement used. Collect fix 100 things. First delivery. Yeah, secret of the maze. Find a hidden room inside the cube room maze. Some doors were never meant to open. This peaceful passenger sent a teddy bear into orbit. Once it searched flooded streets for a child who never came back. Now it leaves the planet, still believing it might find them. Groundhog, die 30 times. I've only died 17 times. Wealth without witness. Send 100 survival dollar hordes into space. They once promised prosperity. Now they leave the planet as weightless monuments to the value system that outlived its people. 5 in the quiet. Sink 5 shots in a row on the empty court. There was the kind of day she would wished existed. I take it we don't know. If I wanted it, I'd have to look it up. Here's what I need to be doing. I need to go to Paishan. We've got new seeds to plant. I need to work on that. So if anything, I can spend the rest of stream today doing that. Because before we launch anything off, we do need more pairs. So before we come back to Lazarus Complex, before we go back down to Exodus Station, we need to do that. We're getting low on fuel, so another good idea would be to come up back to Black Vein and work on that. But yeah, there's There's probably is quite a few. If 50% of these have hidden stuff underneath, then I've only probably found like maybe 10% of that. So there's still probably a ton of stuff hidden around at previous locations. Stuff that they may have added new hidden places even. Like I may have visited a place, picked it clean, update happened, I'm long gone, but now there's new stuff hidden there. It's possible. There's places that I was at where I discovered new hidden stuff after an update. So we are going to release the Moors because we're done here. We are done here. Visit all places again. Mac, no! I need a specific direction. If I go to a place, I need to know what I'm doing there. So that I know when I'm done, when I can leave and move on to the next place, you know? No. I know. I know! I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. I'm afraid, though. Visit them all again. Guys, no, I can't just visit them all again. If I'm gonna visit them all again, I'm gonna just start the game over. And we're so deep into the game. No, I don't think I'll do that. I mean, I will eventually. When 1.0 comes out, I will play the game through one more time on stream. I'd be perfectly happy to do that. And that time around, I'll be much more diligent about reading all the text. TNT rocks on the mountain. We will. Have you found all the underwater bases? What do you mean underwater bases? There's a lot of stuff I don't know about because I'm going in blind. If the sonar's supposed to help me locate stuff on my own, that's been a miserable experience for me because I'll detect stuff on the seafloor that's potentially 500 meters down, and I go down and I just don't find anything. I'm just 500 meters down in the darkness getting crushed. And I speed back up hoping I don't die, and barely making it to the surface alive. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, I'll build the sonar. Like I said, I'm not a particular fan of the sonar. It's not particularly useful to me. Because, look, I've said this before. The difference between the sonar being garbage and the sonar being helpful is if it actually told me how deep the stuff it was detecting was. If it did just that much, I'd be happy. I mean, I'd still want it to be able to do a couple more things, but if it made that single change, it'd make the world a difference. Here's the sonar. I need to build the parts for it. Now, I believe where I had it in a half-decent spot was right here. You, my friend, will need electricity. You need to attach somewhere that can provide that electricity. I'm gonna turn this into a complicated mess, aren't I? Okay, so don't do power there. Don't do power here. Power inside? Oh. Yeah, we could do it right here. And just like that. Add missing parts to queue. I did have the sonar up for a long time. Even with the upgrade. I suppose I just never paid attention to it enough. And when I did, when I found something interesting, it just wasn't worth it. Because I have tried to explore the stuff that it showed. Oh, right. I was gonna grab the thing. In case I ever rebuilt it, I did save. Did save the thing. Where did I save it? Oh, is it up in the... Yeah, it's up here. I guess. I didn't scrap it. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why I left it there. It's a dumb place to leave it. But whatever, it's fine. We shall... Whoops. There we go. Oh, did it attach sideways? That's amazing. See, look at that. All of those plus symbols... All of those plus symbols indicate resources. But it doesn't say the depth. It just says scan range. Now examine it as deeply as possible. Well, that's what we got. Now, since I need somewhere to go to have this even work, I do know where to go. We are unmoored. I know where to go. It's gonna be a trip to get there. I believe it was around here, which is a little nerve-wracking because the Courier Sea facility has been particularly buggy for me. What I'm looking for is that I found the Spire of Industry over here. I still need to go up top and blow its thing up. But there should be another one over here. I remember seeing it. Oh, we are going in the exact opposite direction. I'm going to try and just leave the throttle at 79%. It should save us from some fuel without losing too much speed. I want to go fast, but I only have so much fuel left. I'm going to have to do another off-stream fuel run to refuel the... Maybe I should just go to Black Vein now. Okay. Because this is what I mean. This is part of why the scanner's kind of useless. Because either I personally stand in front of it and just sit there and watch it the entire trip, or I do it like this, where the scanner is positioned where it's visible, and I can still pilot the ship. So, to answer your question, Captain, I have not found a single underwater base. Because look, I'm already seeing a thing on the right here. And if I go down there, I don't know that I'm going to find anything. And I need to double check that... And you know what? I think what I'm seeing is just the Earth coming up for the node here. At the bottom of the boat? No, it works the same. Yeah, I think all I'm detecting is the stuff for this node here. Yeah. I was excited for half a second, hopeful at least. One thing I need to do... I'm just staring at this sonar. One thing I should probably do is build one of those grow beds on the ship. There's two, and I've never built either one. The Elysium bed and the Elysium bed Atmos. Integrated oxygen exchange system. Designed to hold and grow vegetation. You want me to go stand right here to do this. This is very unappealing. I can do the exact same thing like this and still control the boat. Because if I really need to go to the radar, it's literally right there. I would fuel up right here at Lazarus Station, except I already did that, so its tanks are empty. And the little bit of Earth I'm detecting on the top right corner there, I believe has to do with Lazarus Station, so I don't intend on investigating that at all. But after I go do this, I probably will have to go refuel at Black Vein. It's kind of all we got now, is to just chill for, what, 5 kilometers? Because once we hit Paishan, then I need to be building... Do I even have steel? I left all the steel there. I need to make more steel, but that requires oil, which I do not have. I can get more oil, but that either means recycling things or... Oh, we're detecting something. Okay, of course. Because we're coming up on a seed reserve. Yeah, the seed reserve is on our left, which is where we're seeing the rocks. So I could mark it, and it would show that, yep, we're passing the seed reserve, which is why the rocks are there, so that's not going to hold anything we don't already expect. So it won't be an underwater base. It'll be, like, I love the exploration. That's one of the things that I love about this game, and so... yeah, being able to use the sonar to find underwater bases, that's cool. I'm down. I'm seeing Earth again, more on the right, but we also have this node here. So that's what I anticipate that being for. It is a little strangely shaped. And it goes down 500 meters. This is a mistake. We're already over pressure. Yep, that was a mistake. Maybe if I follow the anchor down... This anchor's line cable is the only thing I can see down here. Yep, this is just the rock for the node. This isn't anything special. Second sonar with only 100 meters? Oh, that's an interesting idea. That's a very interesting idea. Yep, look, all this rock, all that rock, solely for this. Hold up. Hold up. It's an underwater secret! The kind that I've missed so many times. Come on, let us up. Whoops. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, I guess it was worth it. I could scrap this, I guess. Need to invest more in deep sea exploration. The deep sea is not friendly. Exploring it is often unrewarding. The most rewarding is like just what I did, where is this part where I come down here and notice this, and then ta-da! That's the rewarding part. The going all the way down nearly 400 meters to find nothing, not so much. To just find darkness. But I'm willing just to say that I'm just bad at it. But yes, yes, Mac, that's a very clever idea. It's a very clever idea. I wish I had a better place to put it. It's a very clever idea, and I want to do it. But I want a better place. All bases? Because I was told that it was half. And I've checked places and didn't find anything. Okay, so to do what we want to do, we want you and you. And to make this work, I need you. Okay, be that way. now. I need to build all missing parts. And I need to put things away. I need to put things away before I recycle because it will want to recycle the dollars that I'm trying to send up into space. Alright, drop you. Put you in here. And then recycle. There are some hidden caves in the rocks. Are you kidding me? But the thing is that the sonar's supposed to tell me the items. You know. That's what the pluses mean. It indicates an item. So if I see a whole bunch of pluses, it means one of two things. It either means... It either means that there's... I should get rid of that stuff and heal up. It either means that there's a bunch of biomass stacked underneath the boat, or that stuff down there is... like it's cleared... like there's a bunch of items deep underwater. We can do that. Wrapper. But having these two scanners for 100 meters and 500, if I see a bunch of pluses here and they're not here, then I know it's clear down here. And that's good. But if I see pluses on both, then it means that it's up here and it's probably the biomass. There are many elements underwater, and grenades also blow up walls underwater. When you say grenades, you're talking about the O2 grenades, right? Hello, Jonah. Probably is a better way to implement the power system for the sonars, but it's fine. Earth, planet, weather. Well, I mean, it is a planet, and it is Earth, and we currently have weather, so... That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the disparity between these two sonars, because that will be exciting. Water. Hello. I am detecting something. Is it on the map? It's not on the map. That's the important part here. If it's not on the map, then it could actually be a thing. It's definitely 500 meters now. But I'm not seeing any plus signs, so... It seems kind of small. honestly. And it has an angel above it? It honestly doesn't seem very big. I'm seeing no plus signs. If I go down there, I feel like I'm just gonna find nothing. Hold on, I'm seeing something 100 meters? I suppose it is worth a look. I'm not seeing anything on the 100-meter scope anymore. Hey, that does look like a structure. Let's save and poke around. First off, I need my abyss lights. Also, it'd be good to save first. Heal first. I want the anchor cable. Oh, there it is. Here's the rocks. Bingo. Thank you, Captain, for encouraging me to mess with the sonars and explore underwater, a place that I have definitely neglected. I need it. Okay. No, give me. Seed reserve. Seed reserve. No! No! I should have known from the shape. I should have known from the shape. It was a seed reserve that wasn't on the map, which means it's a second set of seed reserves that pop up later. No. No. No! I mean, I'm still very pleased to have found it, but ads incoming. I suppose I might as well. I'm going to wait until the ad break ends before continuing. Minor tasks, such as collecting and recycling, are sufficient for my needs during this period of time. Let's put this all away. Gold. Minute 40 seconds. I suppose I should probably drop that. Ads done for you already? You've got a minute, 20 seconds left. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. I don't want to do anything. All the ads are done. I try to stall when ads are going. I can't always. I mean, I could pause the game, but I'd rather still be doing something worthwhile. Seconds. We have not gotten to the gold yet. Should probably get to the gold first. Because the gold's just gonna make more copper that I need to feed through. Alright. Use my energy to open it up. I know, that's how I've always done it, is I use my energy, pop it open, then I can go in there and mess around however I need to. But the map is bigger than I think. You're probably right. I mean, a lot of it's under the ocean. And I'm hoping that there's more beyond the circles of scanning towers that I've got access to. That's what I'm really hoping. That I can just set sail and go just out far deep into the ocean and find a whole new set of areas. That's what I want. So, the reason that I did not pop it open. Yeah, seed reserve. This, I didn't know about this, and that's very frustrating because you know what's very helpful? That. Unknown. New. Means I haven't visited it. It means I have to. But if... I'm gonna forget that I visited this. I'm gonna forget. I have no way to track. I will have to literally leave myself a note. I can do that. That's a good idea. That's preferable. Which one of these is blank enough? Oh, oil rig, warehouse. I already have a card that I'm putting notes for this game on. Okay. Seed reserve 6. Seed reserve 6 equals not looted. Give it a checkbox so I can check it, or I could cross it out, whatever, but leave this right there where I will see it. Okay. Yes. So, I don't want to grab the seeds. If I grab the seeds, it just derails everything I'm working on. Need to put iron away. And aluminum. And recycle biomass. And collect recycled biomass. And store recycled biomass. And I need to take it all and turn it into dirt. So, discovering a seed reserve on my own before the game showed me, that was pretty exciting. However, if it's a place the game's gonna tell me, I'd rather the game just tell me. If it's a place the game doesn't tell me, good. I want to discover it. That looks like a node over there. You like playing with me? Thank you. So I assume that means that you're playing the game right now as well. That's what Adam liked to do. But I think the game might... I don't remember, Adam. Was the game, like, too much for your computer or what? Oh, you were getting a new processor, I think, right? I like playing with everyone in chat, too. It's a community. And that's fun. Alright. Let me pay attention to the... Too much for now. I'm thinking... Well, I've wished that before. I've been like, hey, I wish I could... I wish this had multiplayer. That could be really fun. I think these rocks are just for this node. Yeah. I've considered that it would have been great to have multiplayer in this. Co-op specifically. It would have been great to have co-op. But then I was like, wait. The game's literally called The Last Caretaker. If it had co-op, you're literally going against the entire premise of the game. You're supposed to be the last person on Earth. You're not even a human. You're just a robot. There is no more humans down here. The humans you make are just like, as far as I can tell, fetuses in a pod. So, yeah, I love story and lore too much to condone having co-op in this game. Welcome in, Mighty Stoosh. Hello. So, like, and then even if they did, look, okay, Subnautica. Subnautica has one of the dumbest problems to have with the devs versus the players, which it shouldn't be. It should always be the devs and the players working together. So you have Subnautica 1, no co-op, single player experience, perfectly great, just fine. Story supports this. Below Zero, same deal, but a bunch of players expressed interest in having co-op, and playing it through it myself, I'd be like, yeah, this would have been pretty rad if we had co-op, not gonna lie. Subnautica 2 gets announced, and they're... Joke, man, joke, you use a translator? What? Anyway, so Subnautica 2 comes out, and they announce it, and announce it's gonna have co-op, and people complained. That's the thing that I'm just like, what? Why? Why are people like this? The beautiful thing about co-op is you can just ignore it. I don't know what the need to complain about it is. Sure, some of the things are going to be clearly designed and implemented to allow another player to accommodate another player, and that you can still ignore it, but the fact remains that you've got stuff in your single player game intended for co-op stuff. You don't have to stay quiet, Captain. I read what is in chat, and if I don't understand it, then I try to understand it. Did you repair the windmills on the roof? I have, but it's been long enough that it's entirely, yeah, possible that they've received some damage. So yeah, let's... Yeah, no spoilers, please. Generally, if I'm going, like... a hint or some way to point me in the right direction is preferable. The most useful thing is when I try to do something and it's not working, and just to learn, oh, this is something later, like there's a later quest that involves this. That's really helpful, because then I can just move on. Okay. We're going to see what we can do about Paishan. Good. Good. I want you to enjoy the trip. It's a great game. I need the seeds. You and you are now my friends. Oh. Oh, right. I need to bring all that biomass with me. So much biomass that it may very well weigh me down. Gimme all. Gimme all. Gimme all the biomass. I just imagine that I'm wearing cargo shorts and they're so packed full I can hardly move my legs. However, it don't matter how much I carry when I'm in the water, because this super sea glide makes me zoom around no matter how heavy I am. And there we go. The containers for the biomass are on the other side here. I believe they are mostly empty. Or entirely empty. No, mostly empty. You get to be you. You get to be you. You get to be you. I need to change your color. That'll do. I will keep that. Actually, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good to see so much of this has grown. Oh! Lovely! All the dirt's gone. That's great. That's just great. Oh. Did I? No? Where is it? Oh, just the tree. What I don't understand is what's the point of the aspens? The birch, sorry. What's the point of the birch? I can't send pears that grow on birch trees, because pears don't grow on birch trees. So I don't know what the point of the birch trees are. Am I supposed to hack this down or something? Grow a new one. Hello, my pear-shaped friend. You are pear-shaped because you are a pear. It's very apparent. Don't worry. I won't continue to be very punishing for much longer. Did I just loot pears off of trees that have no dirt? Okay, whatever. Right. Corner. Yeah, I've got that bug. Nothing doing. Just gonna ignore it. It's very unfortunate. Ooh, careful now, Pulsar. I think that's all I need. Well, now I need to grab some steel. I don't know how much is left. That's not steel. That is not enough steel. Oh, Tito-T. Oh, okay, whoa, hey, hold on. Elysium birch. Elysium, why are you not... What the heck? Oh, no, I understand. That's grams and that's kilograms. No, that explains that. 9 pair. There's no worms. There's no worms. It's the game glitching. It's decided that I don't deserve dirt there. But if we want to call it the night worms eating the dirt, sure. We can do that. You know, I really should have stopped by Jonah and just taken some oil off him. I really should have. I really should have. Because then I could be making steel right now. I guess all I can do is just collect some pears and drop off some seeds. Actually, I'm going to keep one of the seeds. I'm going to keep you. Ah, fine. I will add some seeds over there. Oh, you know what I need to do? Oh, you're fine. You are just fine. Let me... Didn't mean to turn that on. I meant to. Yes, good. I have to reset the connections. Because that glitches here too. Okay, now I wanted to... That will refill this. And by the time I'm done refilling the dirt over here so that I can get more pear trees going. As a reminder, you may use your channel points to redeem fishing. It's not very expensive. Yeah, see, like what Adam's doing. What he's doing a lot. Adam, you were fishing up something specific, huh? I don't remember what it was. Oh, I don't have enough biomass for that, do I? I suppose... No, it's okay. Yeah. Oh? Oh? Hold up a minute. You got it? What did you get? What was it you were looking for? Mute. Let's check a thing. I'm very curious. I don't remember. What are we doing here, Twitch? Come on. Cooperate. Samasuit? Which Samasuit? Because there's a lot of Samasuits. Hang on. 4. Huh. Oh, I suppose that's true. Okay. What? Why are there no lights over here? There's lights all around there. Why is there not... Oh, because it's on the... Okay, so I need... If I want lights here... No, that's the wrong one. I need you. Nice suit. Every game I play, I add fish from that game to the fishing redeem. So you can fish up the last Caretaker robot. You can fish up Samus's Samus suits. You can fish up the lamb from Cult of the Lamb. You can do it all. Okay. While we're here, I want to set up a new thing. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to finally use some deck space to do it. But considering it's greenery, I'm actually okay with that. Now, I've got two options. Where did it go? Yes, I can pick an Elysium bed that lets me grow, or I can pick one that gives me an oxygen exchange system, which I do believe means that it produces oxygen that I can then draw out. Yes, yes, fish, fish, fish. But that means I'm gonna have to have an oxygen tank somewhere. Or... No, I'm gonna have to have an oxygen tank, and those things are gigantic. There's the oxygen tank. It's huge. So yeah, this one's not worth it, but this one... That's actually pretty teeny tiny. You know, it would have been so great if I could have... Would I? I can, bro. What does it need? What do you want, little friend? What do you want? Water. Fresh water. Rare, rare. Finished fish. Okay. Water, fresh water, which, if I have... Oh, the dehumidifier, right? Wasn't there a little tiny machine that just made me water? Yeah. Yeah! Yes! Yes, this could work. This could work. Well, that's unfortunate. That would have been very neat. Oh! I can do it. This could work! This could work! A single dehumidifier to provide the fresh water for this thing. Where did the dehumidifier go? I just had it. I just had it. There you are. Should have been looking for the little green thing. Add missing parts to queue. Alright. We'll see how well this works. The thing I find very funny about this is that... Okay, so I've got the bed, the Elysium bed, and it requires water for the plant. That makes sense. And we've got the water pump right here, and it gives us salt water. It's built into the ship. Its purpose is intended for something like this. No, I just built a dehumidifier and Oh, this is getting a little spaghetti. I should fix that. But still, it's just like, the water pump's just right here being like, bro, I'm right here. What are you doing? It just gets to sit there and cry as it watches the dehumidifier do its job better than it can do. I need... There's one right there. And then build another one. Right. That should be okay. And you will need power. We'll just put power right here. And then... I mean... I could make that work. I could make that work. Silly that I have to do this here. On the ship. That it just doesn't reach. But I understand, it's fine. Not super satisfied with that. Hello. But it's not bad. But I can make it better. That's fine. And then we do that. Good. Now, I can just do that. Good. No, 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 detach. Oh, I need bio-waste. Good thing I haven't left yet. Just gonna take it from here. Or collect it from all you fools. Yeah, here I am thinking I'm gonna need to steal it from... No, I've got so much here. Oh my goodness, this is so much. Okie dokie. Yeah, look how heavy we are already. Let's make a tree. Huzzah! I can't tell what it's doing. Is it supposed to be filling up with water? Oh, it probably isn't a container, even though it looks like it is. Whatever, that's okay. Let's save, and then keep going. We don't have much time left to get where we're going. And this is just a tree that's always going to be making pears, and that's probably going to be better than relying on Paishan, to be honest. And we're off. Okay. Oh. I'm still over-encumbered with biomass, aren't I? I should have dumped it off. Oh well. Got a few things to dump off here. Nope. And aluminium. And I should put the pears away. Get rid of these guys. I was so hyped when I knew learned you could build them, but when I used them, I discovered they're actually kind of garbage. Who would imagine that little chump change enemies that are really easy for me to kill, even at the beginning of the game, would not make for very good weapons to throw at my enemies? I suppose they could at least serve as distractions. But they don't live particularly long. Having my own little rolly boys to throw at enemies is better. Unfortunately, I can only send one at a time, otherwise they shoot each other and then and then start attacking each other. This is undesirable. However, they do make good guard dogs. You can leave them at a location, tethered. And as long as they have power, they'll run around and kill whatever shows up, which will probably be nematodes. Alright, I'm detecting something on scanners. 500 meters down or so. Now I'm detecting it on... Oh, it's because of the node that we're passing. Yeah, that guy. Okay, so we can ignore that. I always have to double check, because it has to be something that's not on the map. Not associated with anything that's already sticking out of the water. Not associated with a sea reserve. If it's not a sea reserve... Oh, you know what I need to do? Not crash into that. I need to go past it. I need to... Oh, is that it over there? Was ist das? I can hardly make it out. What are you? What does the map say you are? It says you're Eden Cradle. Okay. Come on. Come on. Let's turn. We need to go the other way. We need to not get too close to this place. Alright. Now. There you are. That is exactly what I was looking for. So you're not here. You're over here. Got it. Oh, nope, that's too far over. I need you here? That's a little better. That's a little better. Worse. Whatever, I can see it from here. Now, I don't expect to find anything on the ocean floor out here. I expect most of it to be inside the scanner ranges. You know, I don't expect anything out here. I expect to find all the stuff that I find underwater. I expect to be inside these purple circles. Maybe not so much here. Definitely I don't expect anything here. Drop the throttle to 80. That 79 would have been good. We'll go with 78. Right. I need to make sure I can still see the sonar in case something does come up. Now we just kind of chill. Get closer. I saw this guy from forever ago. It's good to actually go poke around at it, because it's gonna have more human stuff, and that's exactly what I need. After this, we probably really should go refuel at Black Vein, because we're getting really low. The thing that bothers me the most is going slow. I mean, I've already dropped it down to 78% throttle. I want 100%. I don't care about fuel until I have to care about fuel. No, I definitely should go to Black Vein because I need to refuel the oil tanks in the ship so I can be mass-producing steel again. This grinder on the back is excellent, but I have to constantly feed it, which I can't really do. 2.6K. It's an inaccurate measurement, but... How you doing, Peach Tree? How you doing, Princess Peach? That's what I'm gonna name my tree, is Princess Peach. Oh. You producing pears yet? I confused that. It should be Princess Pear. Put you in here. Hello. Better go check on things. Not seeing anything under the water. We're getting close. But it's still set, like, my waypoint is still too close. But according to that, it's still a kilometer away, and that thing looks big enough that it looks like it's really close. And so if it's not close yet, then it's gigantic, which I know it's gigantic. I'm gonna spend like the rest of the stream trying to climb it and not even get to the top. The only alternative is what I tried before. On the Tower of Industry, I grabbed the gyrocopter here and I flew it up to the top and successfully landed. Unfortunately, landing was imperfect. It was right next to the edge, so when I hopped off, I just fell off the whole pillar. Wait. Oh, that's a laser shark. Adam, I know what you want me to do. You want me to kill the laser shark, don't you? There's a couple sharks here. Yeah, my waypoint is way too further out. It's Spire of Exodus. Can I kill it? Yeah, I can kill it. I've killed him before. I completed the quest that required you to have him in the pen. The question is, am I too far out now to shoot him? Did he despawn already? Gotcha. Where are you? You coming? Or what? It might be too far out. I think the only way is if I go to him. And in that case, I should switch ammunition so I can shoot underwater. But if it really is the laser shark, then maybe I should not be on the surface. It can't shoot lasers underwater. No weakness in the laser shark. Oh, they're both laser sharks. Lovely. little bit here. I'm gonna run out of ammunition. I know I am. Ooh, because I am not fast enough on my own. I am not fast enough on my own. I need this guy. But it automatically reloads. Come on, die faster. Nope, 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 please don't. Nope, nope, nope. I have to get on my ship. They're gonna make a mess of it. Because all my ammunition is on the ship. Up we go, up we go, up we go. At least from here I can switch to a ammunition type I still have. Oh, right! The lasers. Forgot about the lasers. Hi, guys. I don't want to be friends. Would you mind if, I just used your bodies for my experiments? I just need to recycle you. Ow. This was not a very well-conceived plan. Let me go get... Okay, you're both still here. You cannot be on the surface or you'll bring out your lasers. And it's hard to shoot in the dark like this. And then you gradually get closer out of the dark and reveal yourselves, and it's really creepy. Can't tell if I'm hitting you, but I can tell that you're getting close, and I don't like it. This is very tense because I know these guys could. Okay, buddy. I don't want you to join the party. That's... I don't need 3 sharks on me. No, 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 no. Shot in the Dark, great song title. At least this other guy glows. I can aim for the glow. Oh, lovely. We've got a lot of friends. You know what I need to do? I need to go to the land. I think Shot in the Dark probably is a great song. Like, you're right, it's a great song title. So great that I'm pretty sure it already is a song title. Nope, 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 nope. That's one down. That's great, that's great, that's great. But his buddy is still coming for me. Okay, I'm not moving fast enough. Crap. There you are. No, 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 no. Thank you. No, 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 no. Thank you. Look, he fades away. Got him. I hope I didn't lose the other one. Ow. Nematodes, this is not the time. Nematodes. You're... Oh, hey, there you are. I was worried I'd lost you. Nematodes, could you just not... Yes, I'm losing a whole lot of health to you punks. I need to get back on the ship ASAP. That was quite the adventure. I'm very pleased. I enjoyed that very much. It was very tense. But I enjoyed being able to use my wits and strategy to my advantage. Used its weakness against him. Laser Shock is a very powerful creature, but he was not able to use his strengths against you. I mean, he was for a little bit, but, you know, I handled that. Just gotta make sure that everything's repaired. I figured the gyrocopter got hit, and lo and behold, the gyrocopter got hit. Okay, let's charge up, heal up, not in that order. And then save up. You're going to fight the Ender Dragon. Well, good luck. That is a challenging fight. Okay. I have a lot of stuff on me. Let's go get it recycled. Hello, pear tree. Do you have a pear for me? No, you don't. You nearly do. It's in the process of growing. That's alright. I don't know what happened to that third shark. I ain't gonna go looking to find out. Now, it's got the bar above the recycler that indicates how far it is through recycling, grinding up everything. However, if I just look at it from this menu, we can see it deplete. This is a much better measure of how much is left, because we can literally see it. We can see what it's gone through. And we can even manipulate it. I can pull that in to force it to do that next. Stack this on the end so it has to go through the paint first. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. It's a lot. It's a lot. Adam, what's your strategy for taking down the Ender Dragon? Fabric. Can't forget to deposit the fabric. Luck? Adam. You gotta have a plan. I mean, there's dragon's breath you gotta be prepared to grab, you know? Okay. I think I'm not prepared. More or less. I need 100 iron on me for climbing this thing. Because we're probably gonna have to climb it, because it's gonna have a bunch of goodies on the way up. But I'm gonna do my thing, and you know what my thing is? I'm a gyrocopter pilot. And from everything I've seen of other people playing this game, I'm on the upper end of gyrocopter pilot competency. Now, that speaks more to, hey, it's got the green just out in the open? Well, is there room to land? That is the question. Holy Batman, there is resources everywhere here. No, there is not room to land. But goodness. Yeah, I think I want to climb this. Okay, buddy, come on, come on. Oh no, ads incoming. Trajectory is unstable. I need straightforward motion. Let's back up a little. Okay, let's go forward now. That's too fast, too fast. Let's slow our hold. Landing is the part that's a little more difficult that I need to a little more practice with. We're gonna make it. Nope. That was a decent try, though. Ooh, this could be it. This could be good. Yeah! I am a fairly competent gyrocopter pilot. It is a handful to pilot. It is. Everyone complaining about its difficulty, they're not wrong. But that just means that since I'm managing it well enough, like I said, that's why I feel like I'm a fairly decent gyrocopter pilot. I say all this during the ads. Lovely. Actually, you know what I want? I want you to connect to... You're connected to the wrong thing, I do believe. Yes, you were connected to the wrong one. Got a pair. That's what I wanted. Okay. Yes, the stuff I grabbed is the stuff I'm gonna need. I should save. Considering how many resources are up top, makes me wonder how much is down here. Gold, just a lot of gold. Wait, what the heck? Did my light just phase through the ground? I think my light just phased through the ground. Okay, that one did not phase through the ground. Good. Well, this gold means oil. Means copper. Which means iron. What the heck? Oh! Hello. I need to pull out the camera. It's doing interesting things with the shadows. So, this gold is kind of worth it, because it's going to turn into oil, which is going to turn into steel. I need to scan that. To scan. First, drop. Didn't want a screenshot. Take sample. That's what I want. New sample. There. Selfie. I could. But I haven't. I've never really... I mean, maybe I have. It's just... Oh, no. The only picture that I've really taken... that I've, like, taken and cared about, and... Yeah, the ray trace shadows and lighting is doing strange things down here. Oh, you wanted me to take a selfie up with that thing? Sure, I mean... I'm not gonna do it, but on the next one, I don't see why not. So much gold. And we're gonna just dump it in the shredder. All of it. We're just gonna dump it all in the shredder. I am unaware of any task of taking a selfie and sending it on the rocket. If that is a thing later I haven't gotten to yet. Also, I've sent a lot of my scans up, or at least I've tried. That's my cue to go. I've tried. It doesn't work for some reason, or has not apparently worked. Because every time I go to send another one, it's like, look at all these ones you haven't sent yet. No, I sent those last time. So let's send them again. Come back later. Look at all these selfies. Look at all these scans you haven't sent yet. No, I've sent those twice now. The net is raised. Okay. Now I believe I have to do this. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold. Darn dude, that's a lot of gold. It sure is, it sure is. And then, whoa. I see. The Elysium bed acts like a tank, and I just have to keep that tank full of water, which this single air dehumidifier does just fine. Oh, it's all max water now. Does it have its own internal reservoir then? Can't tell. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. That's a no. See, this gold gives me titanium, which I very much want, and more copper, which I just throw back in, which means that it just turns into more oil. Okay. I should turn you off, because I can't leave you going forever without supervision. Put the titanium away, and now we're going to save and head up the mountain. We have made good progress. Save and head up the mountain. There's more gold down here for me to collect. Will I go and collect it? No. I can spend a great deal of time collecting gold. And I need to be up here collecting all the different materials up here. Particularly the new green one. Neutronium, was it? I don't remember. What are you? Graphite? What the heck? What the heck does graphite turn into? Oh, that's... I know. That turns into the... It's like the... carbon fiber? I think graphite turns into carbon fiber. Look at all that. Look at all that. Time to build. I just want some platforms above the water that I can work safely from. Is that too high? Nope. Carbon fiber is going to be valuable to me. Carbon fiber is going to be valuable to me. Hello? I didn't even notice you there. Rulite? I don't know what you make. What the heck does... Oh, titanium? Dioxide what? Oh, that's paint. This turns into paint. Interesting. Oh, that explains all the colors here. It's all paint. I think we need more that we can do with the paint. We need more reasons. Because it's too easy to get paint, scrap it, and then have the resources to make other paint. but then not have anything particularly useful to do with it. You know, because the paint, it's given us a whole boatload of options, which is great. But once you've selected from those options, then what? I've turned into a paint hoarder. Chromite. Yeah, this is all paint. This is all paint. This is all paint. I'm using this guy on here because it uses petrol instead of the electricity from my personal power bank, my personal power supply, my internal battery. Yeah, I'd rather not drain my life force to scrap things. Okay. Now, with that, oh, right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, don't jump the gun, Pulsar. Okay, we come down here now. I think I need to send out my scout. No, no, no. F. How much power do you have? 30 watt hours? Okay, here. So I just need to go up to this shelf. And then there's another shelf. Okay, I see the pattern. It's almost out of power. I need to recharge it. I wish I had a thing on the ship to recharge it, but I haven't had that there for a long time. Okay, I think it'd be easier to get to there. So let's do that. Whoop. I think that perhaps it is too high. Let's try this one. Good, 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 good. Do I really want to collect all this paint? I mean, I'm enjoying collecting all these resources I don't normally get to collect. But when I get it back to the ship, it's just gonna be... It's just gonna be paint I don't use. And it's loading up my inventory. Yeah, I need to go up there now. But I've got too much. Off we go. Oh, you know, that was a mistake. Because I'm faster down here. It's wiser to do this. Okay. What is with the blue glowy over here? That's now a green glowy. What? Why? What? Oh, is it just reflecting the light off of the box? Is that why? That's pretty neat. Not gonna lie. Hmm? There we go. It's gonna give me some gold and some carbon fiber, I believe. How much oil do we have? Teeny bit. We got a teeny bit. Ah, see, look at all those jars of paint that I don't need to use or anything, but I wanted to collect anyway. Put you in here. It's just gonna keep going. It's gonna give me all the different colors. You know what would be good? Here's an idea. Here's an idea. I should probably suggest this on the Discord. We've got all these bajillion things of paint. Look at this. I could probably fill this chest. I could probably take what's in here, dump it in here, and fill this chest with colors of paint. What would be really good, what I think might be a good idea, this is getting into creative mode type shenanigans. Okay? So what they would do is in the fabricator, it's not just you can make the paint, but you can come probably into here, and you'd have like an easel you can build, and it'd be pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive. And the easel, it's just a square. They might be different sizes of squares, 2 different sizes, I don't know, whatever. But you just have a square, and you interact with the square to add the different things of paint to it. These paints, add different amounts of these, and depending on like how much you added will affect the color. And then what you can do by doing that is it allows you to, in a very crude manner, actually make pixel art. Custom pixel art at different locations. Oh, look at that. The light is actually making a shadow through the branches. That's pretty neat. We need to drop off this pair now. It needs to disappear. Whoops. Electrostatic painting? Something like that. Like, I'm just sort of thinking of it like... like an inventory thing. So... You would put inside the paintings inventory the correct amount of paint base, because it's using these. It's not turning into the paint bucket of the different predetermined patterns. This one. You're just using these, so depending on how much of these, or you put one in and that allows you to control a slider for that color, That'd probably make more sense and be easier. So you'd put in the iron oxide red, you put in cobalt illuminate blue, you put on chromium oxide green, and now you've got sliders for each of those colors, and from there you can determine the color of the square that is the painting. And then the titanium dioxide white and the carbon black, you add those to it, and you can start making it lighter or darker. Give it shades, and maybe the paint can connects to something. Oh, I'm just trying to think of, like, look at all this. Why do I need so much? I appreciate it's available. It's just, give me something interesting to do with it, and that's what I'm trying to think of. If I can build little squares, give it with an inventory, go pop in that square, dump in each one of these jars of paint, which allows me to control the color of it. Then I pick a color, but it's just a square. So then I do a whole bunch of squares, and now I can make pixel art. Just find a wall and just put a bunch of these down, and I'm making pixel art. I can make a little painting. Is it a good idea? It's a rough draft, and rough drafts tend to be garbage. That's not a good prize. What happened here? I'm just going to put you back. Right? Right. I don't know what happened there. What is that supposed to connect to? That doesn't seem to be connecting to anything. That doesn't seem right. I am confused. A paint air gun? Oh, it is time, huh? Yes, let me know if you defeat him. Wait, what do you... Oh, you're connected. Wait, where are you go? Oh, that's petrol. Oh, that's the oil. A paint air gun. Like, if they let us use a paint air gun and just use that stuff as ammunition, that would be great too. I'd be 1,000% down for that. My idea, the reason I went that way was because it interacts with more systems of the game. But yeah, if you just made a new gun for paint, and you can load those paints up and then just shoot your picture, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. That would actually that'd be a lot more versatile than my idea, because then you could probably just paint whatever surface, a curve or whatever. You could go up to rocks and paint it. You could kill a shark and then paint it and just hang it somewhere painted. Like, anyway, thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow to finish climbing the pillar. But thanks for watching. Have a good time zone. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Quack, quack.